And we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Ready, break! Here we go, here we go! 65, Mustang 19! Ready,
throwing to start the drive. Campbell. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. They run over center with Benson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
40, 70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Pack the 60, pack the 60.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Another run here with Benson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, look at this Arizona defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Torrey Horton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second, and now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18, 5 in.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
70, hop 70.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Banks.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 3.
18, run, 18, ready, 60 Eagles, ready.
Back to throw again. It's complete to Turner. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the jump.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
76, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Campbell. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Looking to throw. Campbell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Come on, come on. 60 by 6. Mustang 19.
Now receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Back to throw. Campbell. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
And I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Get up. Panther 11. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Seahawks at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run on first down. It's caught. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Ready.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go now. Go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Go. Check. Go. Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
19-Tiger, 19-Tiger. Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun, Campbell. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Ready.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Here we go. 60.
Benson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready up. Go. Step Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Second and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation.
19 Tiger. Hey,
They'll bring a tight end in motion. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. In motion right, that's Harrison.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, right?
Campbell going to throw on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go now.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Okay, break. Come on, come on. Fix the eagle, fix the eagle. Say, hurt. Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Lions.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Crack on, lady.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Walter Nolan. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Horton.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10.
Get it. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Street.
They're going to look to throw. He's got the 1st down and then some. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 41 yards. And the Seahawks take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals are back within a score. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats. 19, 5 inch, Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Hurt. 7 Pirates.
Now Campbell throwing to start the drive.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Goes right back to the play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Seahawks 21.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
It certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Horton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards there for number 15. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, Carr. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Come on. Set, go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Deputy!
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Come 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Go street! Warrior 70. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
A loss of 6 yards. It's now 3rd and 12.
We got 18 Rattler.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Set. Here we go. Set. 60 inch.
Throwing to start the drive. Cameron.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Here's 2nd down.
Mustang 19. Get it. Panther 60. Panther 60.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Turbin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Press all 8. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. Use one right here.
18, tight in. Cougar 19. Go.
He's back to throw.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
2 timeouts still in the back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Ready.
Back to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he takes his down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a first throw here in overtime. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Loose inside the 30.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
He finds his man complete. It's Banks. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home.